Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Thomas.
And I'm Grace, and today, I have to say, today's topic is one of my absolute favorites.
Really? And what topic is that, Grace?
How to become more attractive.
Oh, okay. Now that is a topic that everyone wants to know about.
Right? I mean, who doesn't want to be more attractive? Come on.
Exactly. And before anyone thinks this is just about looks or fashion, no. We're going to talk about something much deeper than that.
Yes, we're going to talk about personality, confidence, body language, how you speak, how you treat people, the whole picture.
Because here's the truth, and I want you to really listen to this. The most attractive people in the world are not always the most beautiful or the most handsome. They are the most interesting, the most confident, and the most genuine.
Genuine. I love that word. Genuine means real, authentic, not fake.
Exactly. So if you stay with us for this episode, by the end you're attractive already. I promise.
We promise. And hey, this is also a great episode to practice your English listening because we're going to be talking naturally, like two friends having a real conversation.
So grab your coffee, your tea, or whatever you're drinking right now, and let's go.
Let's do it.
All right, Grace, let's start with the basics. What does it actually mean to be attractive?
Okay, so when most people hear the word attractive, they immediately think about physical appearance, right? Like how you look, your face, your body, your style.
Right, that's the first thing most people think of.
But actually, attractiveness is so much more than that. There's a saying, and I love this saying, beauty is only skin deep.
Oh, yes, beauty is only skin deep. Let's say that slowly so everyone can follow. Beauty is only skin deep. What does that mean, Grace?
It means that physical beauty, the way someone looks, is just on the surface. It's not the most important thing. What's inside, your personality, your heart, your mind, that's what really matters.
And I completely agree with that. I've met people in my life who were, physically very beautiful, but after talking to them for 5 minutes, I thought, not that interesting.
Yes. And then you meet someone else. Maybe they're not what you'd call classically beautiful, but they walk into the room and everyone notices them. Everyone wants to talk to them.
Why is that? What makes those people so magnetic?
Magnetic, another great word. Magnetic means you attract people to you, like a magnet.
So let's ask everyone listening right now. Think of someone in your life who is just magnetic, someone who makes you feel good when you're around them. What is it about that person that makes them attractive?
Is it their smile, their confidence, the way they listen to you when you talk?
Exactly. Those are the things we're going to break down today. And let me tell you, all of these things can be learned and improved. Nobody is born with perfect social skills.
Nobody. Not even Thomas here.
Definitely not me. I used to be quite shy, actually.
Really? You?
Yes. When I was younger, I was very quiet. I didn't know how to start conversations. I was very nervous in social situations.
Wow, I would never have guessed that. You seem so confident now.
Thank you. And that's exactly the point. Confidence is something you develop over time. It's not something you're born with. And the same goes for all the other qualities we're going to talk about today.
So to summarize part 1, attractiveness is not just about how you look. It's about your whole personality, your energy, your confidence, and how you make other people feel.
Perfectly said, Grace. Now let's go deeper.
You guys often ask me how to keep practicing English at home.
Honestly, watching global movies and live sports with original English audio was a total game changer for me.
Really? So that's what helped you improve your listening?
Yeah, absolutely.
Lately, I've been using Santro TVs, and the experience is just premium. The sound clarity is super crisp, the video is ultra smooth, and there's zero buffering even during massive matches.
Wow, that actually sounds really nice, especially for watching movies or live sports in English.
Exactly.
Just a quick tip if you're looking to upgrade your home setup or practice your listening. I dropped the link in the pinned comment if you want to check it out.
Go take a look if you're interested. Okay, part 2. And I have to say, this is probably the most important part of the whole episode.
Oh, I agree. Confidence. Let's talk about confidence.
So what exactly is confidence? Because a lot of people confuse confidence with arrogance.
Oh, that's such an important point. Confidence and arrogance are not the same thing.
They are completely different. Let me explain. Arrogance means you think you are better than other people. You look down on others, you're rude, you think you're always right.
Arrogance is not attractive at all.
Not at all. But confidence, real confidence, is different.
Confidence means you believe in yourself. You're comfortable with who you are. You don't need other people to constantly tell you that you're great.
That's such a good way to put it. A confident person doesn't need constant approval from others.
Right. They're secure. They're grounded. Even if someone criticizes them or disagrees with them, they don't fall apart.
They can handle it. They can say, okay, that's your opinion. I don't agree, but that's fine.
Exactly. And that kind of calm, secure energy, people are incredibly attracted to that.
So Thomas, for our listeners, how do you actually build confidence? Because I think a lot of people listening right now are thinking, okay, that sounds great, but how?
Right, great question. And I want to say something first. Confidence is not a feeling. It's a habit. It's a practice.
Ooh, say that again. Confidence is not a feeling, it's a habit.
Confidence is not a feeling. It is a habit. You build it by doing things, even when you're afraid,
Even when you're nervous?
especially when you're nervous. There's a phrase I love. Feel the fear and do it anyway.
Feel the fear and do it anyway. I like that.
So, for example, if you're nervous about speaking in English with a native speaker, do it anyway. Maybe you make mistakes. Maybe your grammar isn't perfect. That's okay.
And every time you do something that scares you a little and it goes okay, your confidence grows a little bit.
Exactly. Like building a muscle. You don't get strong by staying comfortable. You get strong by pushing yourself a little bit each time.
I love that analogy. Confidence is like a muscle. And here's something else I want to add. Confident people also know their strengths and their weaknesses.
Yes, that's so important.
A confident person doesn't pretend to be perfect. They can say, I'm really good at this, but I'm not great at that, and that's okay.
That kind of self-awareness is very attractive. It shows maturity.
And it makes you relatable. Nobody likes someone who acts like they're perfect all the time.
Nobody. It's annoying, actually.
Right? So let's give our listeners a little exercise. Think about one thing you're genuinely good at. Just one thing. It could be anything. Cooking, listening, drawing, making people laugh.
And then think about how you can use that strength more in your daily life. Start there. Start with what you already have.
And that's the beginning of building real confidence.
Beautiful. All right, let's move on to part 3.
Okay, part 3. And this one is so interesting to me. Body language.
Body language. Did you know that research shows that up to 55% of communication is nonverbal? That means the words you say are actually less than half of your communication.
Wow, so your body is talking even when your mouth isn't.
Exactly. Your posture, your eye contact, your facial expressions, your gestures, they're all sending messages to the people around you.
And people pick up on these messages, even if they don't realize it consciously.
Right. So if you walk into a room with your shoulders hunched, your head down, looking at the floor, what message does that send?
It says, I'm not confident. I don't want to be here. Please don't talk to me.
Exactly. But if you walk in with your shoulders back, your chin up, making eye contact, maybe smiling slightly, that says something completely different.
It says, I'm here. I'm confident. I'm approachable.
And people are attracted to that kind of presence. Let me say that again. People are attracted to presence. The ability to walk into a room and feel comfortable in your own skin.
In your own skin. That means feeling comfortable being yourself, not trying to hide, not trying to shrink.
So let's talk about some specific body language tips. First one, posture. Stand tall, not stiff, tall. There's a difference.
What's the difference?
Stiff means rigid and uncomfortable, like a soldier. Tall means relaxed but upright, shoulders back, chest slightly open, spine straight.
Oh, I know what you mean. Some people try to have good posture, but they look like they're in the military. That's not natural either.
Exactly. Relaxed but tall. Think of someone who's very comfortable and confident. They don't slouch, but they don't look like a robot either.
A confident robot, not the look we're going for.
Definitely not. Okay, second tip, eye contact.
Eye contact is huge. And actually, I think a lot of people, especially if English isn't your first language, struggle with this in conversation because you're concentrating so hard on the words that you forget to look at the person.
Yes, that happens so much, and I completely understand it. But eye contact says, I'm listening to you. You have my full attention. I respect you.
And it makes the other person feel important, which is incredibly attractive.
Now, a small note here. Eye contact doesn't mean staring. Staring is creepy.
Yes, please don't stare.
A good rule is to maintain eye contact for about 3 to 5 seconds, then look away briefly, then back. It's natural. It's comfortable.
Like a gentle rhythm, not a staring contest.
Yes, exactly. Okay, third body language tip.
your smile.
Oh, the smile. This might be the most powerful one.
Absolutely. A genuine smile. And I want to emphasize genuine. A real, warm smile is one of the most attractive things a person can have.
Genuine, real. Not a fake, forced smile, but a real one that reaches your eyes.
You know what I mean, right? There's a difference between a fake smile and a real smile. A real smile involves your eyes. They crinkle a little bit at the corners.
Scientists actually call this a Duchenne smile, named after a French scientist who studied facial expressions.
Interesting. And people can always tell the difference. A fake smile makes people feel a little uncomfortable, but a genuine smile makes them feel welcome and happy.
So practice smiling. And I don't mean in a weird way. Just be more aware of your facial expressions. When you see someone you like, let that warmth show on your face.
Don't hide your feelings behind a blank face. Let people see that you're happy to see them.
That is so attractive.
All right, one more body language point, and this is a big one. Personal space. Be aware of personal space in conversations.
Yes, different cultures have different comfort levels with personal space. But in general, don't stand too close and make someone feel crowded. And don't stand so far away that it feels cold and distant.
Find the comfortable middle, usually about an arm's length away in a normal conversation.
And lean in slightly when someone is saying something interesting. It shows engagement.
Engagement. That means you're interested. You're paying attention.
Okay, so to summarize part 3, stand tall, make natural eye contact, smile genuinely, and be aware of your personal space. Your body speaks before your mouth does.
Brilliantly put. Let's go to part 4.
All right, part 4. And this one is going to be extra useful for English learners.
Oh, yes, because we're talking about how you speak, not just what you say.
Right. The way you use your voice, your tone, your pace, your volume, all of these things affect how attractive and engaging you come across.
And this is interesting for English learners specifically because when you're speaking in a second language, you might be so focused on finding the right word that you forget about how you're saying it.
Exactly. So let's talk about tone first. Tone means the quality and feeling in your voice. Are you speaking with warmth, with enthusiasm, or are you speaking in a flat, monotone way?
Monotone. That means your voice doesn't go up or down. It stays the same the whole time. And I'll be honest, monotone voices are hard to listen to.
They are. They make people want to fall asleep.
Sorry to anyone with a naturally flat voice, but it's something you can work on.
You can. Think about the people you love listening to. Maybe a podcaster, a teacher, a storyteller. What makes their voice so engaging?
They go up and down. They slow down for important things. They speed up a little when they're excited. They pause for effect.
The pause. This is huge. Don't be afraid of silence. A small pause before saying something important makes people lean in and listen more carefully.
That's a great trick. Instead of filling every silence with or just pause, breathe, then speak.
And it makes you sound much more confident and thoughtful.
Thoughtful. That's a great word. It means you think before you speak. You're not just throwing out random words.
Now let's talk about pace. How fast should you speak?
This is very relevant for English learners because many people, when they're nervous, speak very fast, and then nobody understands them.
I do this too when I'm nervous. I start talking really fast and then, wait, what did I just say?
Yes. So the tip is slow down a little, especially when you're saying something important. Speaking a little slower makes you sound more confident, more thoughtful, and more clear.
And people appreciate it. They can actually understand what you're saying.
Now, there's also the question of volume. How loud should you speak?
Not too loud, that's aggressive. Not too quiet, that's insecure. A good, clear, steady volume is ideal.
And project your voice. Don't mumble. Mumble means to speak without opening your mouth properly, so it's hard to understand.
If you mumble, people have to ask you to repeat yourself over and over, and that's frustrating for everyone.
So open your mouth when you speak, especially when you're speaking English. English sounds often require a more open mouth than some other languages.
Great point. Okay, now let's talk about the content of conversation, because how you speak is important, but what you talk about also matters.
Absolutely. And here's the thing. The most attractive conversationalists are actually not the ones who talk the most. They're the ones who listen the most.
Oh, that is so true. I want to say that again. The most attractive conversationalists are not the ones who talk the most. They're the ones who listen the most.
Because when you truly listen to someone, when you give them your full attention, they feel valued, they feel heard, and that is an incredibly powerful feeling.
People will say, I love talking to that person.
Not because that person said something brilliant, but because that person made them feel brilliant.
Yes, because you asked good questions, you were interested, you remembered what they said.
So the skill of listening, really listening, not just waiting for your turn to speak, is one of the most attractive qualities a person can have.
And for English learners, this is actually great news because active listening requires less English than speaking. You can nod, say really, say that's interesting, and ask one or two simple follow-up questions, and the other person will think you're an amazing conversationalist.
It's true, it's true. A simple, wow, really, tell me more, and people love you.
So practice listening. Put down your phone, look at the person, be present. That's the most attractive thing you can do in a conversation.
Let's move on to part 5.
Part 5. Okay, now we're getting into something a little more practical, personal style.
Yes, and I want to say up front, this is not about spending a lot of money on expensive clothes or following the latest fashion trends.
Exactly. Personal style is about presenting yourself well, taking care of yourself, being clean, neat, and dressed in a way that expresses who you are.
Because here's the thing, the way you dress sends a message before you even say a word. It says, this is how I feel about myself.
If you roll out of bed, throw on wrinkled clothes, and go outside without combing your hair, what does that say?
It says, I don't care very much about myself.
And when you don't care about yourself, it's hard for others to be attracted to you, because attraction is partly about caring about how you present yourself to the world.
Now, and I want to be very clear here, you don't need designer clothes. You don't need to be a supermodel. You just need to look like you made an effort.
A clean shirt that fits well, clean shoes, hair that's combed, basic hygiene, clean, fresh. That's the foundation.
Hygiene. Let's say that word clearly. Hygiene. It means cleanliness, regular showering, clean teeth, fresh breath. These things matter so much more than most people realize. And I'll be honest, this might sound obvious, but many people underestimate how important these basics are. Right. Before you worry about your fashion style, make sure your basics are covered. Now, for personal style, my advice is to find what works for your body and your personality. What looks great on someone else might not look great on you, and that's completely fine. Try different things, experiment, but also find what makes you feel good. Because when you wear something that makes you feel great, your confidence goes up, and your confidence shows. People can see it. Here's a simple tip for everyone. Go through your wardrobe and remove anything that doesn't fit well or that makes you feel bad about yourself, even if it was expensive, even if you've had it for years. Only keep clothes that make you feel good, and then slowly build from there. You don't need 100 outfits. You need maybe 10 to 15 good outfits that you feel great in. Quality over quantity. Less is more. And here's something else. Take care of your health. Exercise, sleep, drink water. These things affect how you look and how you feel so much. When I don't sleep well, I feel terrible, I look tired, and I have zero energy for conversations. Same. Sleep is so underrated as a beauty tool. It really is. Sleep, water, movement, these are the foundations of looking and feeling good. And this doesn't mean you need to go to the gym every day for 3 hours. Even a 20-minute walk every day makes a huge difference. Movement releases endorphins, chemicals in your brain that make you feel happy and energized. And happy, energized people are very attractive. The point of this section is take care of yourself, not for other people, but because when you take care of yourself, you feel better. And when you feel better, you're more attractive. Self-care is attractive. All right, part 6. This is a big one.
Part 6. And if I had to choose the single most important quality that makes someone deeply, genuinely attractive, it would be this.
Emotional intelligence.
Emotional intelligence, sometimes called EQ, emotional quotient, as opposed to IQ, intelligence quotient.
And in my experience, EQ is actually more important than IQ in most areas of life, especially in relationships.
So what is emotional intelligence exactly?
Let me explain it simply. Emotional intelligence is the ability to understand and manage your own emotions, and the ability to understand and respond to other people's emotions.
So it has two parts, understanding yourself and understanding others.
Exactly. A person with high emotional intelligence knows when they're feeling stressed, and they know how to handle it without exploding on other people.
They know when someone is upset, even if that person isn't saying so directly. They can read the room.
Read the room. I love that phrase. To read the room means to understand the atmosphere and emotions of a situation.
For example, if you walk into a room and you can sense that two people just had an argument, even though they're now both silent and trying to seem normal, a person with high EQ notices that.
They pick up on the energy, the subtle signals.
Exactly. And why is this attractive?
Because people with high emotional intelligence make you feel understood. They don't say the wrong thing at the wrong time. They're not tone deaf. Tone deaf means you can't read social situations.
They don't make jokes when you're clearly upset. They don't ignore you when you need attention. They're tuned in.
And that feeling of being truly understood, being truly seen by another person, is one of the most beautiful feelings in the world.
Absolutely. So how do you develop emotional intelligence?
First, practice self-awareness. Pay attention to your own emotions. When you're in a bad mood, ask yourself, why am I in a bad mood? What triggered this feeling?
Don't just react. Pause and reflect.
Second, practice empathy. Empathy means the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person, to put yourself in their shoes.
In their shoes. That means to imagine what it feels like to be them, to experience their situation from their perspective.
When a friend tells you about a problem, don't immediately jump to giving advice. First, just listen. Acknowledge their feelings. Say, that sounds really hard. I understand why you're frustrated.
That simple acknowledgement, that's empathy. And people who feel genuinely empathized with, they trust you. They feel connected to you.
And connection is attractive. Deep, genuine connection is one of the most attractive things in the world.
Third tip for emotional intelligence, learn to manage your reactions, especially negative emotions like anger, jealousy, or anxiety.
Because a person who constantly explodes in anger, even if they're physically beautiful, becomes very unattractive very quickly.
Very unattractive. Emotional stability, the ability to stay calm under pressure, is incredibly attractive.
Not cold, calm. There's a difference. A cold person doesn't feel anything. A calm person feels deeply, but manages those feelings wisely.
Wisely, that's the word. Okay, let's go to part 7.
Part 7. And I love this part because it's about something I think is essential. Humor. Yes, humor. The ability to be funny, to be light, to laugh, especially at yourself. And I want to say something important here. You don't need to be a comedian. You don't need to tell professional jokes. That's not what we're talking about. Right. We're talking about a general sense of playfulness and lightness, the ability to not take everything, including yourself, too seriously. Because life is hard sometimes, and people who can find the humor in difficult situations, they're a joy to be around. They make things feel lighter, more manageable. And people want to be around people who make them feel good, who make them laugh, who bring lightness into their day. Now, there are different types of humor, and not all humor is equally attractive. That's a great point. For example, humor that puts other people down, that's not attractive. Making fun of someone's appearance or making racist or sexist jokes, that's not humor, that's just cruelty. Cruelty is never attractive. So the type of humor we're talking about is warm humor, self-deprecating humor, observational humor. Self-deprecating humor. Let's explain that. Self-deprecating means making fun of yourself, making light of your own mistakes or flaws. And this is so attractive because it shows that you don't take yourself too seriously, that you're humble, that you can laugh at yourself. For example, if you mispronounce a word in English, instead of going red with embarrassment, you can just laugh and say, "Ha, well, that came out wrong. Let me try that again." And suddenly, everyone relaxes. The tension is gone, and people think, I like this person. They're real. Exactly. Authenticity and humor together are a very powerful combination. Observational humor is also great. That's when you make a funny comment about something everyone is experiencing in the moment. Like, if you're in a very long line of the supermarket, you might turn to the person next to you and say, I think I'm going to be here until Christmas. Ah, yes. That kind of light, shared observation, it creates an instant connection with whoever is around you. And here's something wonderful. When you make someone laugh, and I mean a genuine laugh, they feel warmth toward you. They associate you with that good feeling. So humor is actually a tool for connection, for building warmth and trust. Don't be afraid to be a little silly sometimes. Don't be so formal and serious all the time. Lightness is attractive. And for English learners, don't worry if your English humor isn't perfect yet. Even an attempt at humor, even if it doesn't quite land, shows that you're trying to connect. And that effort itself is appreciated. Ha, yes, even a joke that fails is kind of endearing. Endearing, that means cute in a sweet way. Lovable. Okay, part 8. Let's talk about something that I think is deeply, deeply important. Part 8. And this one is close to my heart.
Passion and purpose.
Yes. Here's a question. Have you ever been in a conversation with someone and they started talking about something they really love? Maybe their hobby or their work or a dream they have?
Oh yes, and their whole face lights up.
Their eyes get bright, they speak faster, they gesture more. They're completely alive in that moment.
And it's magnetic. You can't look away.
Right. You don't even have to be interested in the topic. You're just so drawn to the energy of that person.
Because passion is energy, and energy is contagious.
Contagious. That usually means a sickness that spreads, but in a good way, we use it to mean a positive feeling that spreads from one person to another.
So people who have passions, things they genuinely care about, they radiate a special kind of energy.
And it's the opposite of someone who says, I don't know, I don't really have any hobbies. I just watch TV mostly.
That's less exciting to be around. Sorry, but it's true.
Sorry, but it's true. Now, I want to be careful here. I'm not saying you need to be saving the world or achieving great things every day. Your passion can be anything.
It could be cooking, gardening, learning languages, photography, music, football, hiking, anything.
What matters is that it's real, that it's something you genuinely enjoy and invest yourself in.
Because when you have something you love, it gives you something interesting to talk about. It gives you stories to tell.
And stories are incredibly attractive. People who can tell good stories about their lives, their experiences, their passions, they're endlessly interesting to talk to.
So here's my question for everyone listening right now. What is your passion? What is the thing that makes your eyes light up?
Think about it. If you don't know yet, start exploring. Try new things. Because finding your passion is one of the best investments you can make in yourself.
And I want to add something about purpose. Purpose is slightly different from passion. Purpose is a sense of meaning, a feeling that what you're doing matters.
People with a sense of purpose are very attractive because they have direction. They're going somewhere. They have goals.
And goals are attractive. Someone who says, I'm working toward this thing, this goal, and I'm excited about it. That person is interesting. That person has momentum.
Momentum, movement, energy, life.
Versus someone who is just drifting through life with no goals and no direction.
So, find your passion, find your purpose, or at least start looking for them. That search itself is attractive.
All right, part 9.
Part 9. And I have to say, this might be my personal favorite. Kindness. Kindness and generosity. Because I genuinely believe that kindness is one of the most attractive qualities a human being can have.
And I think in today's world, a world that can sometimes feel cold and competitive, genuine kindness stands out more than ever.
It does. It stands out.
So what do we mean by kindness? Not just being polite, not just saying please and thank you. That's good, that's basic manners. But real kindness is deeper.
Real kindness is noticing when someone is struggling and offering to help without being asked.
It's remembering small things. Oh, you mentioned you had a big presentation today. How did it go?
It's being patient with people, not getting frustrated when someone makes a mistake.
It's giving people your time and attention, which in today's busy world is actually one of the most generous things you can give.
And here's the thing about kindness. It creates a ripple effect. When you are kind to someone, they often pass that kindness on to someone else.
A ripple effect, like dropping a stone in water. The ripples spread outward.
And people remember kindness. Maybe not always consciously, but they remember how you made them feel.
There's a famous quote, I think it's by Maya Angelou. People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel.
Yes, and that is so true. The memory of kindness lasts a long, long time.
Now, generosity. Generosity doesn't just mean giving money or expensive gifts. Real generosity is giving your attention, your time, your encouragement.
Encouraging someone, telling them you believe in them, celebrating their successes without jealousy. Without jealousy. And this is important because jealousy is the enemy of generosity and of attractiveness. When you can genuinely celebrate someone else's success, when you can say, that's amazing, I'm so proud of you, and really mean it, that shows real confidence and security in yourself.
Because insecure people can't do that. They see other people's success and they feel threatened by it.
But secure, confident, and attractive people, they can genuinely celebrate others. They have enough.
They have an abundance mindset. Abundance. The belief that there is enough success, enough love, enough happiness for everyone, including you.
As opposed to a scarcity mindset, the belief that if someone else wins, you lose.
And abundance is so much more attractive than scarcity.
So practice kindness, practice generosity, not as a strategy, not to be liked, but because it's genuinely the right way to live.
And as a wonderful side effect, people will be drawn to you.
Naturally, effortlessly. Kindness is free, and it's one of the most powerful things in the world. All right, part 10, the final content section.
Part 10, the final part before our outro, and we want to tie everything together with some practical daily habits.
Because knowing all of this is great, but it only matters if you actually apply it consistently, every day.
And here's the truth. Becoming more attractive is not a one-time project. It's a continuous journey of self-improvement.
Self-improvement, growing as a person, getting a little bit better every day.
So let's go through some daily habits that, if you practice them consistently, will make you more attractive over time.
Habit number 1, start your day with intention. Before you pick up your phone and scroll social media, take 5 minutes in the morning to think about what kind of person you want to be today.
What kind of energy do you want to bring? How do you want to treat the people you meet?
Just 5 minutes of this kind of intentional thinking can shift your whole day.
Habit number 2, move your body every day. Walk, stretch, exercise, whatever you enjoy. Movement creates energy, confidence, and happiness.
And you don't need a gym membership. A 30-minute walk outside is wonderful.
Habit number 3, read or learn something new every day. Attractive people are interesting people, and interesting people are constantly learning.
Read a book, listen to a podcast, like this one. Learn something new about a topic you're curious about.
Yes, listening to English podcasts counts as learning, absolutely.
Habit number 4, practice gratitude. Every day, think of 3 things you're grateful for. This might sound simple, even cheesy, but it genuinely shifts your mindset.
Gratitude makes you more positive, and positive people are much more attractive than negative, complaining people.
Nobody wants to spend time with someone who constantly complains about everything.
Right, we all have problems, but focusing on what's good, what's working, what's beautiful in your life, that creates a positive energy that people want to be around.
Habit number 5, do something every day that scares you a little. Remember we said confidence comes from doing things even when you're afraid?
So make it a daily practice. It could be small, starting a conversation with a stranger, sending an email you've been putting off, trying something you've never tried before.
Every small act of courage builds your confidence muscle.
Habit number 6, take care of your appearance every morning, even if you're working from home, even if you're not going anywhere special.
Getting dressed, fixing your hair, feeling put together, it changes how you feel about yourself, and how you feel about yourself shows.
Even if nobody else sees it, you see it, and that matters.
Habit number 7, reach out to someone you care about every day. Send a text, make a call, write a message.
Strong relationships are one of the biggest factors in happiness and attractiveness. People who have deep, meaningful connections are more confident, more grounded, and more attractive.
Because loneliness dims your light, connection brightens it.
And finally, habit number 8, reflect at the end of each day. Just 5 minutes. Ask yourself, did I live today in a way that I'm proud of? Did I treat people well? Did I take care of myself?
Not to judge yourself harshly, but to gently learn, to grow.
Because growth, the willingness to keep growing and improving, is one of the most attractive qualities a person can have.
It shows you're alive, you're engaged, you're not stuck.
You're on a journey. And people who are on a journey, who have direction and movement in their lives, they're compelling.
Compelling. That means interesting in a way that you can't ignore. Hard to look away from.
I love that word, compelling.
So, to summarize everything we talked about today.
1, attractiveness is about your whole personality, not just your looks.
2, confidence is a habit you build by doing things even when you're afraid.
3, your body language speaks volumes before you say a word.
4, how you speak, your tone, pace, and ability to truly listen is incredibly powerful.
5, take care of yourself. Dress well, sleep well, move your body.
6, emotional intelligence, understanding yourself and others, is deeply attractive.
7, humor and lightness make you a joy to be around.
8, having passions and purpose makes you interesting and magnetic.
9, kindness and generosity are among the most powerful forms of attractiveness.
And 10, build daily habits of support your growth every single day.
These things don't happen overnight, but with time, with patience, with practice, you will see changes in how you feel and how people respond to you.
And here's the most important thing I want you to take away from today. You are already attractive. You just need to uncover it, nurture it, and let it shine.
Wow. Grace, that was an incredible conversation.
It really was. I feel like I need to write all of this down myself.
Ha, me too. And hey, to everyone who listened to this entire episode, we want to say a huge thank you. Seriously, you stayed with us for a long time today, and that means so much.
And if you're listening in English today as a second language, we just want to say you are amazing. Learning in another language takes courage, dedication, and patience, and you should be very proud of yourself.
Very proud. Every minute you spend practicing your English, every episode you listen to, it's making you better, even when it doesn't feel like it.
It's working. Trust the process.
Now, before we go, we have a question for you, and we'd love to hear your answer in the comments.
The question is, what is one thing from today's episode that you're going to start practicing this week?
Is it working on your confidence, your body language, your listening skills, your daily habits?
Tell us in the comments below. We read every single comment and we love hearing from you.
And if you enjoyed this episode, and I really hope you did, please give it a thumbs up. It helps more people find our channel and learn English with us.
And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. We upload new English conversations every week, and they're all designed to help you improve your listening, your vocabulary, and your confidence in English.
Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss an episode.
And share this episode with a friend who's also learning English, because learning together is so much more fun.
All right, everyone, that's it for today. Thank you so much for spending this time with us.
Take care of yourselves. Be kind, be confident, and remember,
You are more attractive than you think.
see you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.